OG kind of made that happen because Giannis had to stay in the paint, right?
Yeah, and OG got a little paint touch out of that.
Yeah.
He should have success driving the ball against Turner.
Yeah, because that's the gamble. It's like OG's not going to be able to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
He could shoot.
Yeah,
Rollins.
And he's a pain in the ass defender too. Gets his hands on everything.
Yeah. But the alternative, I forget if it was you or Benji that pointed this out on Twitter, is him on
Green. Yeah.
Yeah, which we don't want that. Oh, that's a nice physical drive too.
Yep.
No surprise, OG without hesitation firing.
No, none. It's amazing.
Shit. This team can shoot it, man.
That's Jalen just not being aware there.
Yep. Okay.
There you go.
Hey, listen, best way to handle Giannis is to make sure he's not in the game.
He has been, Giannis, speaking of him, just incredible for these first handful of games. I mean, I know Wemby's sort of the guy that's gotten a lot of the pub, but he's been awesome.
And
passing now better than I think he's ever passed.
He's the MVP through a week, you know. Yes, I could see the game feed.
As can I.
And it looks like we might be on YouTube now. If we are on YouTube, shout out to everybody watching on YouTube. Awesome. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to another playback watch along, or Knicks Film School YouTube watch along, however you're enjoying this. That's I couldn't. Did OG not know whether he wanted to pass or shoot that?
It was a late decision to pass it to Towns, but he didn't get over the top.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So the Knicks have gotten 2 feet in the paint on every single possession, so that's a good sign early on.
Oh, that's what happened with Rollins. I love the Bridges went for that.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man. Is that Karl-Anthony? That's Karl-Anthony, of course.
Yeah, didn't play the last game against Cleveland with the illness.
Yeah, it was probable and
great spin.
Oh. All right. I'm going to go grab my notebook. Hang on.
Yeah. An absolute magician using his body. Just feeling Green slightly on his left side spin baseline.
Makes it look easy against some guys.
It really does.
You know?
So on the broadcast, I know it's Reggie and Jamal, right? And Tarico, right? Did you like them the first game as a trio? Did you listen back to them at all?
I didn't.
Yeah, right, because you were on.
I had it on loud enough to be able to kind of hear what was being said. Right now I have it pretty low. I feel like I'll put it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty low for me, but I'm just trying to get a feel for it. I didn't like these three because Jamal is he doesn't have an ego. At least he doesn't come off that way. And just he'll just lay back. He'll give his points, and he's very efficient with his points. He's more efficient with his talking points than he was shooting the ball, but I think he's a nice guy to have as your third analyst.
Oh, yeah, totally. Could I? And look, Reggie, we all feel a certain type of way about Reggie. Reggie is good at what he does.
Yeah. I appreciate Reggie. I like his enthusiasm, but I get he can get it's tough when he's obviously a pacer.
Listen, when you're the color guy, you have to add some color to the game, and Reggie does it his way. He's better than others, I'll tell you that much. Well, okay, the Andrew's betting and sweating one of his picks did not hit there.
Picked the Giannis 3?
He did Giannis to hit at least 1 3, and then Josh Hart not to make a 3.
Okay.
That's his parlay.
That's a interesting parlay.
Yeah.
All right, so now the Bucks are missing some shots. You get Towns on Turner on the cross match. Another paint touch.
Why didn't he go to Bridges? Oh, okay. That's yay.
Man, the Knicks are getting in the paint, creating closeouts. Shamet does a nice job there. Getting all the way to the basket.
I mean, they've gotten a good shot every time, right?
Mm-hmm. So Green is almost doubling his on ball screens this year. He was 7 last year. He's about 11 this year, and most of them.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow, that was a hell of a defensive play.
yeah. All right, so let's see Giannis defend a cat drive with a foul. Nice kick out.
That was a hell of a pass.
Really good pass. Knicks have been in the paint the entire first 4 minutes.
So it seems like Brown complaining that they only got 14 sprays last game. Nice defense.
Bridges got that block. Whew, how did he finish that? Anyway, real quick on that point about Green. So he's setting more screens this year, and it's mostly with Giannis handling it. It just makes it very tough to help on the Giannis drive with Green as a shooting threat. So it's just something to keep an eye on. That's deep for Karl-Anthony.
Yeah. Whatever Karl-Anthony takes, he will eventually give back. Listen, reading the guy's like this kind of NBA player with that kind of offensive talent, or has had this kind of a career with that kind of offensive talent. It's not untalented. Oh,
another finish. So 3 buckets at the rim for Jalen to start. So patient. Great up fake by Brunson.
Jalen needs to go up to Giannis and whisper in his ear, "This could all be yours."
Yeah, right. Come on. Let's get a little subtle recruiting action here.
I got to tell you, let's get the Giannis discussion out of the way early. We don't have to go back to it later. Like watching Giannis decimate and the Knicks have done a very good job on him so far tonight. I just want to say that the defensive play, you said it was Bridges that got the block?
Bridges got the block at the rim, yeah.
Exceptional.
Yeah.
But watching Giannis decimate the league the last 3 games and be like the 1 week, obviously player of the week, the whole thing, it brings me back to some of the responses to that story several weeks ago where I was like, it's okay to acknowledge like, hey, we could use this guy. Like, we're a very good team. But there's not a team in basketball that wouldn't, like, if you're OKC, you take a meeting.
Yeah.
It's, not, is OKC giving up Chet or J-Dub? No. But J-Dub was just an all-NBA second-team player, and Chet Holmgren's, I would guess, going to make quite a few of those teams in the next several years as well. I think it's just a little bit of a different conversation, here. But I know I may be in the minority on that.
Yeah, well, it's. I think that's what makes it very tough because a guy of his stature becomes available. It's, to your point, it's even the best teams that don't necessarily need him have to have that meeting, and then we'll have to see how the Brunson Cat pairing long term works out. I think it's a potential to be championship worthy. But as we've talked about, this is nothing new. The fact that they are both below average defenders makes it very difficult. They don't have a ton of defensive versatility. Giannis does clean those up a little bit, but I also get the idea of like this team having real championship equity and not having the specter of another star trade potential.
No, I'm all for focusing on this season. Focus on the season.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be time for that in the summer, or there's not because we will have won the championship. Those are the only 2 outcomes. Either it's going to be with summer Giannis, or we're going to be getting drunk every day, as I will be. To the Cat point, how have you felt about the partnership between New York's 2 best offensive players so far this year?
I think it's so I really, despite the results not being great, I actually liked where they went in the Miami game with trying to have them interact a lot more, especially at the top of the key with that slot flip weave action where Cat in the first game preseason for sure, in the first game against Cleveland was more of the spacer in that action. The Knicks had him be the trail big almost on all the early possessions in the first quarter. So he was walking into these 3-point shots, which were all, I think most of them were good shots. And you get the advantage of Brunson's ability to be deceptive with that, get downhill. I think it really is a nice way for the Knicks to include Cat with Brunson and have their individual gravities play off each other. I still think it's a work in progress because we still, as we see here, Giannis on Cat, we haven't seen a ton of the 2-man game, if at all. And that's just going to be the difficulty. And Giannis has his own challenges with a star guard. We saw with Lillard. It's not like he would come in and it'd be perfect. Knicks have really tightened up their defense, forcing some nice for the Knicks, some nice mid-range shots by Milwaukee.
That was a nice job by Brunson to stay with what's his it was Anthony.
Gary Trent.
Or it was Gary Trent, yeah. But also to like OG show help, but also to not abandon obviously Giannis there.
Yep. Man, Turner should have shot that one.
Yeah.
Had a pretty open 3. Previous possession, they ran Anunoby either on a floppy or a pin down for a 3, which is they're calling plays for him now. Man, he's got it going again early.
Locked in. Locked in. Ooh.
Great help by Brunson getting the steal on Giannis.
And Green repays the favor.
All right, no foul. All right, I'll take it.
Nice defense by Green there.
So Cat's got Turner on him. Have him set the ball screen. Why are we isolating Bridges with Giannis on him? Okay.
Strange possession.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you get so few looks at Cat with a center on him. If you have, you just gotta. It's like an automatic. Get him involved.
We got Charles Barkley in the chat. We don't need Giannis. There we go. If Chuck says we don't need Giannis,
there you go. How many steps? Where's the gather? Where's the travel? I mean, I have 4 uncles that used to be massive NBA fans, and they will watch it time to time. They just can't get past that. Like that play is a microcosm of why like a certain segment of fans just can't deal with the NBA right now. I think it's crazy. It's an amazing sport, but it's like, that's just a lot of steps. I know they're big and they're long and they're rangy, but it's how do you defend it?
I mean, them's the rules.
They are the rules.
They've been that way for a while. So this is Hart and Huck. Anybody else come in?
Nope. Shamet and Brunson with Bridges. Okay. Hart on Giannis with a lot of help.
Not enough.
Not enough is for sure.
Again, a nice take and a really nice offensive rebound. Come on. He's got to start hitting shots.
Poor transition D. It's the one guy you need to match up with.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly Mike Brown didn't appreciate the transition defense. Okay, so kind of a ragged couple of possessions. Well, I shouldn't even say that because that was a good shot from Shamet.
Yeah, it was.
But
was Bridges 0 for 2 at the rim?
0 for 2 at the rim, yeah.
2 lefty finishes.
Attempted, yeah.
Yeah. I know we had the nice offensive rebound. Do you want to see more from Huck Porty? I feel like it's been underwhelming. I think it was good the first game. Had some moments against Boston as early on, but it.
Well, no, Boston. He didn't play against Boston. You're thinking about. You're thinking about early. Wait, no, hold on. Now maybe I'm getting myself confused.
He didn't play the second game, which was Boston. Right? No, hold on.
Yeah, no. He didn't play against Boston. He had. Are you thinking Miami? He had some good early moments against Miami. He didn't play against Boston.
No, you know, I think it's just the Cleveland game I'm thinking of. I thought I
just be that.
I think it's just the Cleveland game. You're right. He didn't play against Boston.
Yeah, the Miami outing was rough. It was the first time in a while I watched him and I was like, is he a little overmatched right now?
Yeah.
Granted, he's going against Bam, which is no picnic. But yeah, I mean, look, it's again, he's still a second-year player, but he's also older.
Mhm.
So, look, with the I can't, I don't want to. If I start talking about the Mitch thing, I'm going to start cracking unfortunate jokes because this whole thing just gets sadder / more amusing to me by the day. But it certainly seems like they may need a lot more of Huck Porty than they maybe originally anticipated.
Yeah.
He's going to need to be good.
And he was, I thought, for the most part, good last year. And I thought the summer league, he sort of checked all the boxes that you wanted to see. But I do feel like the game has been a little fast for him. And he had that one, it was Miami where he had the ball under the rim basically, and sort of he could have finished it with a over the rim dunk, and he just didn't. He hesitated and then got to the floater, and it was a bad miss. You know, it's one of those things where like how much of it is like a mental aspect to him right now, which is, again, this is a big year for him. So you don't know how he's gonna react to it, but they do need him.
Yeah.
And they don't have a lot behind him. I know Jemison had nice moments against Cleveland, but it's, I don't know.
Hang on one sec.
All right, so it's 18-15 Knicks, 4:21 left in the first quarter. It's basically been Jalen Brunson, his show. 11 of the Knicks, 18 points. He is 5 of 8 from the field. So another good start from him. Cat has not taken a shot, so just put a pin in that. And the Knicks have held Giannis in check, so that's good news so far on that end. All right, so that's is that Kuzma in the game now?
I know Bucks fans were very happy when they removed Kuzma from the starting 5.
Mm-hmm. Knicks are not guarding a Karl-Anthony. It's interesting. All right. Let's see them run a set here. So the closeout.
I didn't even see how that turnover happen.
He got into the paint, he thought he had Brunson on the kick, and Trent read it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Happens. All right. Tie ball game. So we have to get some life into these backup units. How are we going to do that? Brunson's out there, which is why this should not be the chore that it seems to be so far, but nice pass. Oh, wow. Come on. Just not hitting shots.
Yeah, that was a great look. Brunson wide open in the left corner.
Awesome look. I did I did notice that Brunson and Bridges have played the most minutes together of anybody on the team, which I don't think is an accident.
Mm-hmm. It's a good note. Travel.
Oh, wow. Good job, Huck. Good job, Huck.
Yeah, that's the one that he could take a blow to the chest and still kind of stay upright. That's what causes that he has to get him on the second one. The first one, he kind of holds his ground. Great job.
Yep.
Okay, so your non-Giannis minutes here. Brunson will stay the next 2 minutes, 50 seconds in the quarter.
They got to make up some ground here.
Clarkson not ready for the play. There we go.
This is not looking. I mean, it's not a terrible attempt.
It's not.
It's also not a great possession.
No, first is he didn't know what the play was and was late getting there.
Huck didn't stay vertical. Knicks haven't scored in. I'll look that up. It's a little bit. Hey, that Taurean Prince.
Taurean Prince still making open threes.
Yeah. God, never forget that. Fucking Wolves game.
What was it 9 of 9 from 3?
Sounds about right. So the Knicks last scored with 5:07 to go in the quarter. They last made a field goal with a little under 6 to go in the quarter. I mean, they've had some good luck. They've had mostly good looks.
Yeah.
They're just not making anything. Like that.
See, that's that where he can fake that DHO inverted step, and he can get a driving lane. Love him in those actions. So good.
Wait, we got too many shoot. I was about to say Clarkson's got.
Well, they're panicking because Brunson's on Portis and they can't scram out of it. Anunoby finally gets over there.
Okay.
Clarkson, head up. All right, didn't see him.
Oh God, Josh. So I was, and this is me saying this, I was lower on Josh Hart's Heat game than others. I did not love what I saw from Josh against Miami. I know he was like all over the floor and everything. There needs to be a baseline of execution, and I don't know if we're there right now with Josh. And I'm not saying it's his fault. He's dealing with a lot of shit, but
Yeah, I 100% agree. It's a lot of Jalen Brunson here, but I don't know where else going to go. It's not a great finish with the left hand.
Nice attack. Nice finish. This is all good.
And one.
Ooh, that's a power move.
He is really. It's early. He just seems to be taking, at least, who knows how it's all going to play out, especially like how efficient he'll end up being. But his aggression on all facets offensively right now is really impressive. And I'm just going through this guy.
And I think for the most part, that was annoying. He's playing within himself on the offensive end. I mean, there were a lot of threes against Miami, and some of those were not great.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, I've been pretty happy.
Great contest. Come on.
It's a good. I agree with you. I thought it was a good contest too.
Yeah, maybe a tad late, but can't.
It's tough to tell with that corner with this camera angle.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Man, what is Brunson working on here? Got to have 12, 14. 13.
Yeah, it's been a lot of him, but I just don't know how much of it has been really forced. Maybe we can quibble with one
And I think this is
possession
where,
here.
yeah, I mean, look, I think this is where you get into like the nuance of like his role in the new offense, because it's not like he's standing out there pounding the ball, or at least it doesn't feel like it to me. Like he's taking shots that are good shots for him, and I don't like that shouldn't necessarily stop, right? You right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, no, I agree, and he's gotten a fair amount of catch and shoot threes. There was one step back against Kuzma,
Yeah,
and
that was the
probably
one.
like that was more of like I'm feeling good, and he's owed key checks, and
That's yes.
and I don't have a problem with that. I
Yeah.
mean, he's a superstar offensive player. I mean, he should take those shots.
Yeah.
But it is the balance because Cat hasn't taken a shot, and that's, as you talked about, that's the pairing of them and how you figure it out and all that. But
It's not good enough. That's not good enough.
Okay, that was Diawara in the game? Okay, I missed that. They put him in for defense, I
For Huck.
presume. Great
Huck.
sidestep.
Oh, make a shot, Landry. Mohamed Diawara, folks.
And he got his welcome to the NBA moment, right? Left to right crossover by Ryan Rollins. Beat him. All right. Bucks won the Giannis minutes.
What's that?
Bucks won the Giannis minutes.
Bucks won the non-Giannis
by a
minutes.
point.
Yeah. Okay. Quick reset here. Shout out to everybody watching on the Knicks Film School YouTube channel as well as on playback. The Bucks are up 27-26. Jalen Brunson led the way for the Knicks with 15 points. No one else has more than 4, and that's in large part because no one else can hit shots. Jalen Brunson is 6 of 11 from the field. The rest of the Knicks combined are 4 of 14. And they have 1 make in 10 3-point attempts. Bucks 4 for 10. So, I mean, the Knicks have had good looks, but we said the same thing in Miami. Like the Knicks have had good looks, and they're just not making them. Once again, the Knicks have good looks, and they're just not making them.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, that story is probably going to get old. I'm not sure it's old for me yet. Like that, that look from Shamet there, that was a good look.
Yep. And maybe the one quibble is I think they've only taken 1 corner 3 out of the 10 threes they've attempted, so they're not. And they've been really good generating corner threes so far this year. So it's obviously a quarter, but if you were going, it's just enough difficulty in terms of some of these above the break threes that, and obviously the percentage is way lower than it's going to be as it normalizes. But that's the only downside of taking these, I think, contested above the break threes. Albeit the Shamet one that we just talked about was pretty open on the sidestep, but I think the shots are going to eventually go in. I mean, it might take a game or two, and that's just when you're taking so many threes, shot variance is just something the Knicks, and as a fan base, we haven't really had to pay much attention to over the past 4 years.
I mean, New York's doing all the margin stuff. 4-1 offensive rebounds. And they only have 1 turnover. Bucks have 3.
Yep, and they only committed 3 fouls in that quarter, the Knicks. So you're right. On the margins, that's why they're only down 1. And Giannis was held in check, 4 points on 2 of 5 from the field.
Yeah, and obviously, if there's a major worry after the first quarter, it's that Jalen Brunson has 15, Giannis has 4, and the Knicks are losing. So, some other people are going to need to step up right now for the Knicks. Let's see what we're going to get. I would guess we're about to see Kolek with Cat, and from there, probably Hart, Clarkson, one of Bridges or Anunoby.
I would agree.
That would be my guess.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, Yabusele is a late scratch with a knee sprain. So we have Anunoby and Bridges.
Oh,
with Hart, Kolek, and Towns.
Okay. Interesting. So who was that?
Amir Coffey.
Oh, Amir Coffey. Amir Coffey is a guy I always wonder why he doesn't. That seemed well covered for OG to shoot that. That's one of those threes where you wonder. Get a hand up, Cat. Come on. All right, this isn't great so far.
I mean, we could. I know we're not loving the Cat post up, but he's got Kyle Kuzma on him.
Yeah,
this is what are they doing here?
Nothing. They're doing a whole lot of nothing. Falling over. That's what they're doing. What was that?
I mean, I know it's not the most efficient offense, but I think.
No, I'm always for a Cat post up on a just smaller guy.
Or at least, he had a few of those isolations against Boston too, where he's in a 5-out. Let him face up and go to the rim.
Cat wanted that ball, and he's frustrated he didn't get it.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, you could. I'm paying very close attention to Cat right now.
Okay.
Hands up, guy.
Yeah, no, that's a late contest, man. That's an open 3 from the NBA.
Look, I get you're not happy with your offensive role right now and what's going on. This is what sacrifice looks like. This is what being a team player looks like. This is what not being up your own ass looks like.
Yeah. Now that's the isolation 5-out, get him at the free throw line, where I think he could be really good. And you're right. Body language. I know he's an expressive guy. Not looking great, but run that again. Let him face, because I actually like the face up against the small versus the traditional post up, because he could see doubles and he can, I think, have an easier time getting closer to the rim.
Night.
All right, we should get a timeout because the last couple of possessions have been just tragic. It's like they know they need to give Cat the ball, but they have no idea how to actually execute it. And Anunoby, it was almost like a frustrated one-handed pass to Kolek that is just too easy to pick off.
Yeah. No, the Cat piece has been and continues to be my suspicion, with thinking that this is, that this is all going to add up.
And look, it can't affect your defense. I mean, but I think we're seeing some signs of it. But to defend Cat a little bit, they don't seem like they had a plan here to start the quarter when you have the 3 shooters around him, and you have an opportunity here to get him against a matchup he should be able to do damage on, and they didn't really have a plan, at least offensively. No. They had the one play where they spread it out and let him isolate the free throw line, drew a foul. But beyond that, it's like the team they didn't seem like they knew what to do with him in terms of getting him the ball in the right spots. That's a little bit of a coaching situation as well, along with Cat just maybe not exerting himself to get better position. So
that's where I'm at, which is yeah, I mean, it's possible they didn't have a plan, whatever. It's also possible that there was a plan and maybe the execution is not there.
Yeah. And again, that might not be all academy. Anunoby just has to know if the entry to the post is not there, making a lazy pass cross court is unacceptable as well. So that is part of the deal here. But
Yeah.
we saw it last year. I mean, Cat with the bench unit was a really good lineup for the Knicks.
Yeah.
And they need to try to replicate that because they made a lot of headway with that group.
It was great because everything revolved around him, and it was a group of players that really complemented his skill set. And like, Campaign didn't get a ton of credit last year, as it was happening, but like his numbers with Cat, like you don't generate a positive, like what it was like a positive 10 net rating or some crazy number over, I don't know how many minutes those guys played together. It was a lot of minutes. You don't generate that number by accident, and I get it. You're playing against opposing backups, but it worked. So how do you replicate that now? When Brunson goes off the floor. And again, it's a different type of offense now, so it shouldn't be I shouldn't even be phrasing it like that. When Brunson goes off the floor, like, yeah, obviously he's their most talented offensive player, but the gist of this is that, and correct me if I'm wrong, DJ, this can work with like even when Brunson is not there, because it highlights and it features the talents and abilities of all of the players on the roster, which is like, again, you got a second top 20 guy, top 20-ish guy, and you got two other top 40-ish guys. And they're all out there right now, with the exception of Brunson. So,
yeah, that's why it just feels like a complete lack of, plan or execute. Maybe it's more of an execution thing than anything. But you're right; they should be able to run competent offense with the 5 players they have out there. So, Anunoby and Kolek were in the same spot. I'd have to watch it again to see who screwed up, but
somebody screwed up.
That pass was going to Kolek, and Anunoby was in the way. And he's got to hit these. That's
okay.
What he needs to do. If he can make open threes, man.
Well, he's had good looks.
He's had good looks.
Good defense. That's exceptional defense.
Yep.
Good job, Cat. You didn't bail anybody out. That's a great pass. That's a great pass. That's great offense.
That's how you respond to a timeout.
That is how you respond to a timeout. Yep. Absolutely.
2 great 3-point looks. Just needed to stay vertical there, but all right. Don't mind the aggression.
This is the one part of the game that I can't get mad at him for, because it's just incredible that he's a big guy, and I know he erred because he didn't stay vertical, but it just seems like for a very large human who often puts his hands up and gets in the way of guys around the rim, it does not deter shots from going in.
Yeah.
Do you get what am I sounding silly? But it so rarely does,
Yeah, and he has moments defensively when he's like on the Kuzma possession where he can stay and keep the guy in front and late contest. But at the rim, he's not, his length is good, but it's not elite, and he doesn't react well. He's much better, obviously, on the offensive end when he can be the aggressor, and then his athleticism actually shines, but it's the reacting part that's tough. All right, now just spread out and get to the rim.
That was a hell of a pass. Come on, get it off. Well, it's a hell of a pass by Cat. I got to tell you.
Yeah. No, since the timeout, they've generated 3 open threes, made 2 of them.
You see,
that's a good job by Shamet getting Veer back, switching that late.
yeah, you saw
on Portis.
Bridges call that out.
Yep.
Come on. All right. One of these had to go down. Come on.
All right, 3 of the last 4 from 3.
He's got to make them.
Feels like that corner specifically, he's really, really good at. Cat.
Yeah, not great there.
Swing. A little late.
Oh,
hey, Landry Shamet. Knicks all of a sudden can't miss from 3.
Okay. Listen, for them to be tied right now after how they played for like really like 8 minutes straight. That's great. Okay. Okay, what are we doing here? Good help by OG there.
Yep.
Such a smart defender. Oh. Okay.
Phenomenal response.
We're playing basketball now. Completely agree with you. Brunson was right to be aggrieved there.
Yeah.
Absolutely a foul.
And you know what? For Cat not to get an offensive foul there and to be able to sidestep a defender that was in position to take a charge was really impressive. Catching on the run that way, you see it all the time where a guard gives the ball a little bit too far out than he should get it, and it's an offensive foul. That was really impressive.
So I killed Cat on the last timeout. God praise him now. That was an exceptional response from the Knicks center after the timeout. They went in when they went into the timeout. Hold on, let me see here.
It's 16-4, the run. It was 37-29. Well, I don't know if that's
no, it was 30. So the free throw came right after the timeout. So yeah, it was 37-29. And now it is what?
45-41
to 41. So that 16-4. And this has taken place over the span of 3 minutes. A little bit more than 3 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, no Giannis, no Brunson. A ton of Knicks threes. How many threes have they made out of those 16? So they made 2, 3, 4 threes.
Yeah, and we should say the difference between the offense late in the first, which is when the drought started, and the offense early in the second. The offense was, I think, still good at the tail end of the first. Not as good, but solid, but they were missing shots. Then it became not great, and now we're getting back to good offense. The defense, it's tough not to be impressed with the defense in the game overall.
Yeah, I agree. It feels like Milwaukee. I'm going to look here. It feels like the Knicks have coaxed them into some mid-range shots that they're not wanting to take. Yeah, I mean, just looking now, Milwaukee's taken 6 mid-rangers. The Knicks haven't taken a single one. So if you look at just the shot quality of it, Knicks are getting to the restricted area more. They're 10 restricted area shots to 6 from Milwaukee, and the Knicks have taken 13. I'm sorry, they've taken 17 threes to Milwaukee's 12. So
there you go.
Look at just as a more ball idea, the Knicks are winning that battle, and it's starting to come out in the actual scoreboard with some of these threes going in.
And you're now up by 4 despite the fact that the team you're playing is shooting 42% from three, and we're shooting 35%. Kevin, no, I'm not having a ball. The fact that they're doing this nonsense in a timeout, it's not even halftime. Not even halftime. It's a timeout. And now we have to do nonsense during timeouts?
It's the attention economy.
Come on. I can't tell you how. I mean, you probably say this to your kids all the time, but like how many times I say to my kids a week, you have to learn how to be bored.
Oh my God. I mean, I don't have to tell my daughter that anymore. But my 10-year-old, it's like at least 5-6 times a week, I'm having that conversation.
Insane.
All right. Cat switch on Giannis and forces the mid-ranger. Good work, man. It's 7 mid-range shots by Milwaukee.
Yes, we should say the quiet part out loud, which you know what also was different for that run? Josh Hart out, Landry Shamet in.
Hey, listen, we got to be fair.
I said it before. I was like, I didn't love his game against Miami. There was a baseline of execution.
Well, yeah, and on that turnover he had in this, it was early second, where he's kind of dribbling towards the middle and just loses the ball. It seemed like, and that's the right hand where he has the injury. He never seemed like he had possession of the ball. And you couple that with the back injury and the fact that he just hasn't had a lot of time with this new offense, it makes sense that he would be behind the 8 ball, but it does feel like it's not adding up to be a positive player unless he goes and plays Boston. He's getting every single rebound. And then it's all right. You can stay on the floor.
I will say the first 2 threes of that run, the Kolek 3 and the OG 3, Hart was in for those.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Decent ball player.
Cat whiffed on a screen.
Oh, I didn't even notice it. Okay.
Yeah, it's just one of those where he wanted the screen set at a specific area, and Kolek was just a little bit too deep. Yeah, great finish, man.
Wonder what. So OG took that angle. I mean, look, there's no angle you could take that is foolproof. But I am curious what he was thinking there. I'm always curious what OG's thinking on D.
So, like giving up the baseline.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Knicks have been, and this is wasn't always the case with Thibodeau. They've been sending doubles from the baseline when they have doubled. So maybe he thought he had help there, and Cat was rotating. Just the move happened so quick that I don't even put that on Cat. It was just no. The move was made so quick that he didn't have a chance to get over there. But I think that's sort of the idea. Hart back in for Anunoby, and he's guarding Giannis.
Is that Diawara again, or is that?
No, it's Huckboardy now. Yeah.
Nothing but the bottom of the net.
How?
That's
Nick's ball.
Who touched? What? Nick touched that basketball? Yes, Kevin. I see the Mikal Bridges free throws. Hold on.
Okay.
You.
Yeah, it was off the Knicks. All right, we'll take the jump ball.
Yeah, I guess. Doc's got a point. He could challenge it.
I think Doc, and I can't prove this, I think he's top 5 all time at working the refs. It feels like he is just like the perfect blend of charisma, personality, soft touch with being like angry. Like it's just like he just nails it. So always feels like he gets the benefit of the doubt too sometimes. All right, Josh.
Sorry, Andrew.
E-line.
Sorry, Andrew. Not sorry.
And he gets a getting over the screen, causes the offensive foul.
I got a tag. I give Andrew shit. Oh man, I thought I was gonna be wrapping fucking Christmas presents before I saw Josh Hart made 3. We'll take the bailout. No, I love that shot, but this poor
Let's
kid.
see a replay. Are we going to get a flagrant call on this? Let's look at the feet.
I still don't know the rule.
I don't know the difference
rule,
either.
but like I
don't know. Yeah, like how they decide flagrant versus common.
You know, and I've heard multiple referees explain it, and I still don't know that I'm like I fully.
I 100% agree.
That was pretty rare. You see Brunson leave a free throw that short.
Yeah, very short.
Very.
All right, he made the elbow call, so we're gonna get Giannis likely isolated, or an entry to Giannis at the elbow.
Wait, sorry, say that, DJ, again. I missed
Rollins just gave he pointed at his elbow to someone on the Bucks, which usually is just the ubiquitous sign for elbow entries, which is typically a Giannis call. With maybe AJ Green setting a screen for him, which they did on the Hart offensive foul. Ooh,
that was odd.
Okay.
On a night when everything's going in. All right, where's the help? Oh goodness, that's somebody.
Breakdown. Man, that's a shame.
That is a shame. A good line from Jamal. You know what?
Making something out of nothing.
I'm not sure I had the Clarkson Huck Porty pick and roll combo on my preseason bingo card for what I was going to be seeing in Game 4, but when in Rome.
Hey, another big Josh Hart play knocks it out of Giannis's hands.
But he
playing off too, so good
on a dime.
No, Huck, stay with Giannis.
Yeah, well, oh my God,
man, that's the inexperience there.
Listen, if you leave that, there's a lot of guys. There are some guys that if you leave them wide open, they might not take the shot. He's not one of them.
He's not one of them. And the Knicks can't miss a 3 now. All of a sudden,
I know. Brunson draws it, of course. 22-7 run. All right. Listen, I don't want to say it out loud because I'll jinx it, but like it's an interesting point in the game right here.
It is. 3 minutes to go up 12.
Could go. One of those could go either way. That could have been a foul call.
Oh, he has cat. No. Oh boy. Didn't get it off. Did he get that off?
Listen, man.
I can't review that one.
They can, right?
No.
Oh!
Hey, Josh. Oh, let's go the other way too.
Saying what?
You got complaining about a foul, maybe.
I want to see it again.
That's a tough angle.
It is, yeah. I like
But Hart's been unleashed a little bit here.
Hart's been really good. Hart's been really good. Maybe seeing the ball go through the net.
Yep.
It's a nice move. Nice move.
Hey, I wanted that finish. It's okay.
It's okay.
Man, since that timeout, have they had a bad offensive possession? Maybe the Clarkson bailout.
The Clarkson shot that he got the offensive rebound, and the Brunson bailout. But again, it's Brunson taking a three, which is like, if that's your worst possession in the span of 6 minutes or 7 minutes, whatever long it's been. I just can't get over. I mean, so again, they have 39 points. Hold on here. They have 36 points in add 2.5 minutes to this. They have 36 points in about 8 minutes. 37.
Unreal.
Yeah, but Benji said it on the post game the other. That was just confusion.
It really weird. It didn't seem like Turner wanted to shoot it, and he was like, "All right, Cat's not going to guard me. I'll take this."
Like that. Those are the ones where you wonder how that confusion could happen.
Great. That's a great kick out by OG.
Beautiful. It's just great basketball.
So they've been. Anunoby's been good in that right slot on that quick pass where teams are loaded up to stampede it, run through the catch, and he's getting to the rim. Speaking of getting to the rim, Giannis with one of the easiest shots he's taken on the night.
Yeah, the defense has now fallen off a little bit, which is why it's a little concerning that you have scored at will for 9 minutes, and you're gonna we'll see what happens on this possession, but you're not gonna go into halftime up by 20, which is like what you probably should.
Yeah, well, it was an 8-point hole too, right? Is a big
yes, yeah. So it's an 18-point turnaround, but like this could have very well been a 30-point turnaround.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
So this is the second 40-plus point quarter for the Knicks on the season.
45-point quarter.
45.
Not too far off from their record, I don't think, all time.
Get it up.
I forget if I finished my thought before, but like what Benji was saying on the Miami post game is like, you're going to get games where all these threes go in,
Yeah.
So just a quick wrap before we both take a little bit of a break for halftime. Knicks are up 71-59 at the half. They scored 45 points in the second quarter and 42 points over the last 9 minutes and 50 some odd seconds. They are still not shooting as good a percentage from the floor as the Bucks are, for whatever that's worth. Knicks are 9 for 21 from three, 43%. Bucks are 7 of 16, 44%. So Bucks are shooting better from the field and better from three. Knicks up on the boards, not by too much, are out offensive rebounding 5-1, although offensive rebounding hasn't played a huge role in this game. Bucks 8 turnovers to the Knicks 3 turnovers. That's probably worth noting. And then the other thing that the Bucks are doing that has kind of kept them in this game here, 11-4 fast break. Any other thoughts?
Well, I mean, if Mike Brown wanted to see more spray kick out threes. This has been that game. I think they've, I'm obviously not, I don't have the numbers on that, but it just seems like the Knicks are almost at will getting 2 feet in the paint and doing a really nice job of generating open threes. 1 of 10 from 3 in the first quarter, 8 of 11 from 3 in the second quarter. So that's not gonna shoot 8 of 11, but you're gonna shoot better than league average at least more times than not if you're generating the types of looks the Knicks are gonna get.
They were 8 of 11 from 3 in the second.
Yeah.
So first quarter was Jalen Brunson. Second quarter was the threes went down.
Yep.
We'll see what carries them through, hopefully for the rest of the game.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Catch you all in a bit.
Peace. Hey, what's up, everyone? At the half, still, Knicks up 12, 71-59. Looking through some of the
Hey,
shot quality stuff. Hey,
I can hear you. I'm just going to
yeah,
change one of my TVs. Tell us about the shot quality.
do your thing. Yeah, so it just started to become apparent that at least defensively, the Knicks were kind of forcing the Bucks into some shots that they're not wanting to take in the mid range. So it's 8 of those long twos per cleaning the glass for Milwaukee. So they've taken 8. The Knicks have taken 0. Um, and that's just not 0. Sorry, the Knicks have taken. I had that wrong. Long twos. The Knicks have taken 1 to Milwaukee's 8, and I feel like it's just been a microcosm of what this game's been. The Knicks have taken a bit of a criticism from their coach in terms of like some of the threes they were taking in Miami, maybe not the highest of quality, and they've flipped the script a little bit here where they seem to be getting in the paint when they want to, and they're doing a really good job of reading the game when they get 2 feet in the paint and making some really good decisions, including OG Anunoby, who's not always known for making high quality decisions when he gets into the paint. So I think that's just been where this team is growing. It feels like this was the best half of the Mike Brown campaign, at least on the offensive end. I know Boston had, there's some good moments in the Boston game, second quarter, but I think offensively, the way this team wants to play, I think this is probably the best they've looked on that end.
I'm trying to think what they've like again, other than that kind of clumsy stretch early in the second quarter. It's all been pretty good, right?
Yeah. And look, it wasn't like they weren't running amazing offense early because Jalen Brunson had it going. So it's okay to ride him when it calls for it. And in the second quarter, it became more about the style, the pace, the quick decisions, getting to the paint, a more egalitarian offense versus what it was early in the first quarter, which was a more Jalen Brunson centric. So you're seeing the versatility. You can play both ways. And there's going to be plenty of games where they're just going to need Brunson to be a superstar. But I think the ultimate vision is like not needing that as often as they did last year and years previous.
Not being overly reliant on it.
Yep. Oh, do you think Doc was like, yeah, let's get the one of the best shooters in the NBA a look here to start the game? AJ Green knocks down a 3.
Yeah, did he it feels like if he attempted it, misses the easiest shot he's taken all night. Why do I feel like we're about to get an early this would be a timeout Tibbs if he was still a coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Green's first shot. I can't believe Brunson missed that shot.
I know.
Okay, something's open because you're being doubled. There you go.
Great
Whoa!
rebound.
A big time rebound from Cat. Damn.
Great rebound and a great pass to Bridges.
Yeah. But now you got Gary Trent Jr. on you.
No, they're going to call that the other way. Yeah.
Yep. Leaned right on him. Bridges also put him in a tough spot.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah. Didn't love the pass.
No. You got to be and that's where, Bridges is not a point guard. All right, just like that. What was it, up to 14 at one point?
Did they get to 14 in the second quarter?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's at least 14. That wasn't great. Nice.
Oh, you got numbers here if you want it. Uh, it's so strange when he misses those. Like, it just feels like it's
Good look.
automatic.
That was his first 3 of the night, or his first 3-point attempt of the night. Okay. I mean, that was a nice make.
Yeah, it was.
You'll give up a long 2 to Miles Turner, but shit, man. They need okay. Listen, they need a bucket.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Brunson shots, he makes those 70% of the time at least.
I couldn't believe you missed that one
looks.
too.
They haven't really been burned by it, but him screening is just really tough to contain.
So you could evaporate and okay, big shot. That was important.
It's his third 3? Yeah, third 3 for Landry Shamet. Big night so far.
Second, third make.
Really?
Oh no, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, third.
Oh, you got numbers here.
4-3. Those are some big threes.
Really big.
Because the momentum was like, I mean, it might still, but for the moment, it seems like it's stemmed the tide. How does that happen? How?
I don't know. I don't know if that was Bridges or Cat. I couldn't tell where the confusion was.
I mean, there's definitely some kind of confusion. That's a great block. Great block. And here's the momentum right back with Milwaukee. Saw that coming. I mean, that's a hell of a run. Great Giannis. And they remembered that AJ Green was on their team. 3 for 3. Guy didn't take a shot in the first half, and he has 3 threes in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then just Giannis both ends, man.
So that's
imprint all over the game.
What's that?
Imprint all over the game in the third quarter for Giannis.
Yep.
Both ends. Both ends.
So our score right now, 79-76. Knicks still do have the lead, but they've given up 17 points in under 5 minutes here in the third quarter. Have lost AJ Green 3 times, and he's made them pay each time, and Giannis is being Giannis.
Yeah, and thank God Landry Shamet's made a few threes here, or Knicks wouldn't have a lead at this point.
No, they would not.
Washington and Phillies in overtime?
Yeah, I've had the game on. I haven't been able to pay close attention. Washington was up by like a dozen with maybe 3-4 minutes to go. And Philly came back and tied it. I think there was some kind of officiating situation in the last 30 seconds that I'm not exactly sure what it was.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, Miami's up big against Charlotte.
That was the game I had on my other little TV, and I've since turned it off.
Yep. What else we got? Sacramento up 7 or 6 or midway through the third against Oklahoma City.
How wouldn't it be something if OKC, after they've won all these games out of the gate, they lose to the freaking Kings?
I know. Is everyone playing for OKC? Yeah, they got their Shays in there.
Just
No,
I mean, no
no
J Dub
J-Dub,
still.
and then no, doesn't look like who else is not playing?
Is Case and Wallace in? Because I know he missed the recent game.
Holmgren's not in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
By the way, the Bucks are now shooting 60% from the field.
Wow.
I mean, that's tough to do in the middle of a third quarter of a basketball game.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. Is that a good sign or bad sign?
I don't know. I'm going to maintain that I think the defense has been the defense has not been good in the third quarter, but for the first half, I was fine with the defense. I thought it was okay. I thought the Bucks made them pay a lot, and I thought the Bucks got out in transition. So let me rephrase that. I thought the half court defense in the first half was good.
Mm-hmm.
The transition defense, they had some miscues, and the third quarter defense, half court transition, all of it has not been good.
No. Yeah, and it felt like a game that we had saw a dozen times last year where the Knicks just have a lead and don't come out with the requisite energy in the third quarter. But
yeah, they've been a step slow.
But it's a game where you had enough of a cushion to where you still have the lead. It still feels like offensively they're generating quality looks. So, it's not worried here. I mean, Giannis did exert himself pretty significantly for these 5 minutes. We'll see if he can maintain that.
Yeah, but again, these are the stretches from Cat that do frustrate you a little bit. Did get 2 big offensive rebounds in the quarter. I do want to highlight that. What do you think about Cat on Giannis right now?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was just a cross match in the trail spot. Handled the possession well because he disrupted that DHO that they were looking to run.
Yeah,
I don't mind the matchup. I mean, I mean, Siakam's a different type of offensive player, but he defended him well in the playoffs at times.
Brunson got screened.
Yep.
Still, that's not okay. You gotta, you can't get screened when your guy's going to the corner. What do we got now? 20-8 run. You didn't want to lose the whole lead.
No.
That's not ideal. And it'll be interesting how they respond now in terms of with the offense. Really, thank God for Landry Shamet.
Really? Yep.
Savvy from Turner. But
yeah,
but why does Brunson need to be in that far?
You're right. I mean, he's on the weak side. Probably doesn't have to be.
Yeah. Given all the attention that Giannis is clearly getting, is Brunson making the difference there?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna target you, right here. Ah, come on.
Yeah, it felt like he slid over. It doesn't feel like his forte. He's
not
a guy that takes a lot of charges. So we'll get some subs here for the Knicks. Giannis up to 20 on 10 of 14, 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
It's a hell of a night.
Hart back to guard him with Anunoby out. Clarkson in, Huckporty in.
Hart.
Really good closeout by Bridges.
They're all going down now. This team's a good offensive team, man. And now
third
suddenly,
one.
What?
Yes, third one. Very makeable for Brunson.
That's just odd to see him miss that. Nice job, Huck.
Foul. There you go.
There you go. That was contact. Good job by Mikal drawing the contact there. But he is for this game 4 of 11, 2 of 5 from deep. He's gotten to the line twice, made both. 8 rebounds. How about 5 assists? My best bet, I want to shout out to FANATICS Sportsbook on betting and sweating. My best bet was over Mikal 3.5 assists. He's already hit that.
Nice. Good work.
And then I had a double over points parlay with Brunson and Giannis that seems like it's on its way. Okay. Nice. Philly is now up 1 in overtime.
Wow.
Gotta keep an eye on it.
Yeah, this Giannis situation here with Hart. I mean, I know they don't. There's no Yabusele. You're undersized. I got to switch Huckporty here. It's a good switch.
Is it?
I mean, it's a.
In theory, it was a good switch.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, Huck. I don't know what you're surprised at, man. They're gonna call that every time. He's really good. It's a good pass. That was good offense.
Mm-hmm. Green one pass away.
Yeah, that's scary. Or that one. I would have gone to Green, but okay. Good to see that go down. I think
All right.
we might be going down to the wire with this one.
Feels like it, yeah. And these
It's shaping up to be that kind of a game.
I think we'll get a Giannis breather here, maybe.
I mean, you have to at some point. So right now we have for minutes. Why am I not seeing? Oh, here we go. So for the Knicks, Brunson and Bridges are both at 26 a pop. They will get rests pretty soon. And for Giannis is at 24. Same as Turner. Gary Trent Jr. is leading them with 25. So the minutes are looking okay for everybody. I mean, I got to think once, like every minute that Giannis plays in the fourth, OG will play.
I would think so.
What do you think about him taking out OG before Giannis goes to the bench?
Yeah, I don't. If there's ever a time to match minutes, it's probably it. And Hart did a nice job in the first half on Giannis, but this was a different Giannis in this third quarter, and it just feels like with OG, you don't have to shrink the floor as dramatically. I would. I mean, I don't know how many fouls does Cat have? Because I wonder because OG has struggled a little bit defending Giannis. I know generally does a nice job against him. But Cat has only, I think he only has what, 1 foul? 2 fouls. If he only has 2 or 3 fouls in the fourth quarter,
Yes,
I would.
Nobody's in foul trouble for the Knicks.
Yeah. I would consider some Cat on Giannis and let OG be your backline help in the fourth quarter. It wouldn't be the entire half, but I think Towns would do a nice job, and I think you've seen this with even Anunoby. When Giannis wants to get to the rim, he just can't. For as strong as OG is, he can't keep him away from the basket.
Yeah.
I think Cat can. And then you get the benefit of the Anunoby help defense, and you lose the Cat defensive rebounding. So I know there's a lot to consider there, but I think Cat would do a nice job on him. He'll keep him in front, and if he doesn't foul, which is obviously the other big risk here,
but
might do a nice job.
Listen, that is just like it was with Shaq. That's still Giannis's kryptonite. I mean, I don't even know what he's hitting on free throws this year. I'm assuming that's good because everything's been good for him. He is shooting 63% on free throws this year, taking about 12 a game. He's led the league in free throw attempts per game for 3 straight years. How about that?
Amazing. Nixon done a nice job, right? Tonight? How many free throws on the night for Giannis? Just 1.
Yeah, but is that a good thing? You know?
No, I know.
Look, Giannis has. I mean, look. Let's see what happens. But he has 23 points through in 24 minutes, which, crazy enough, is like fine. Like you'll live with that. Huck Porty has to be. That was Huck, right? Yeah.
He's also hugging Giannis, which I understand. You don't want to leave him.
Yeah. Maybe that was more heart that had to be in better help there. I mean, Brunson could also just stand his ground better. Hey, and 1.
To do it with the body angle, hopefully get a replay of this. It looked like his chest was facing like the half court line.
He's so good.
It's amazing.
Meanwhile, Brunson 29 on 19 shots. Like there will be people I know if the Knicks lose this game who will complain about like iso ball from Brunson. 29 points on 19 shots is like,
yeah. I mean, I don't think you can complain a lot about the offense in general. The defense has let them down in this third quarter. That's where the issues have been.
And we could be fair. It started to let them down at the end of the second.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was really the opportunity in the game. But yeah, Mike Weisberg, have you seen the new pin feature for multi-view for creators? I have not, Mike, and I will look at some other time. Well, offensive foul. There you go. Great. Who drew that? Josh?
Yeah.
Great job, Josh.
Second
I appreciate that,
foul.
Mike, though. Yeah.
So OG back in with Giannis still in the game.
Did Reggie Miller really just say, "I'm just here to"?
Oh, come on, Cat. Let's see a replay. Make sure he's not complaining.
There's 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and I've taken 6 shots. Reggie, we've been asking that. People have been asking that question for 10 years, and there's still no answer. See, this is the stuff when people were like giving me shit this summer for having Cat where I had him in our 25 for 25. That's why I did not feel 1 ounce of remorse. I had second thoughts about 5 to 10 of my specific placements of certain guys, not for 1 scintilla of a second did I question where I had Cat.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't agree with it, but you defended it well, multiple
We don't have
times
to go back
on
over it.
multiple
but, like,
shows.
you know,
Yeah, and a weird foul by OG, just pushing Giannis.
Yeah.
Just don't mentally stay in this on the defensive end.
yeah. We know it's tough. Got a little lucky there.
Okay. All right. Get that rebound.
What is happening? It's just not a great. I mean, good job not to foul. Okay.
Wow, Giannis is everywhere.
Yeah. Good job, Giannis.
Yeah.
Great job, OG. You're battling.
Offensive. Give me it.
Offensive.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
Come on. OG's doing what he can, man.
Give me a challenge here. You
You
owe
think?
it to OG to challenge this.
Let's see.
That's the play earlier. But OG, he sprinted on back-to-back transition possessions.
Challenge. A close game. Like, I think you want to keep that in your back pocket,
Yeah.
right? Is he? No.
Also, it's Giannis at the free throw
line.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to be tired, Giannis, I would imagine.
Does he get tired?
Breathing kind of heavy. Let's see if this one ends up short. Sneaks over the rim. All right.
Disappointing Towns quarter. I'll just say that.
100%.
Oh boy. Didn't touch iron. All right. So what can you do here? The Knicks have an all-NBA player on the court. The Bucks do not. In theory, that's advantage Knicks, right? Let's see if it's actually advantage Knicks. Okay, good job, Cat. It's been good on the boards. Travel. Jump ball. So it's pretty clear he can't move Kuzma.
He's not great in general when he's having to back down. I just like him
face up
at the elbow, free throw line. Just give him space and let him try to get to his right hand. And then you can do all the split cuts and the back cutting and let him pass facing the defense.
Another jump ball. Well, let's hope he could win this. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, it's Portis in there.
Oh,
Shenanigans.
Okay, yeah, I was like,
all right, 1 on the shot clock. The Knicks know that.
I hope they do.
Oh, back to 4. Okay.
Yeah,
Look at
Kolek.
Kolek, man.
Great job.
Oh, easy.
Great defense by Milwaukee.
Oof.
Really good defense.
What is that?
Oh, my Lord. That's Cat. That's what that is. That was going down all the way. I wish I was surprised in the slightest by any of this. Just never am. Now nothing's going down. Hell of a quarter for Milwaukee and really bad quarter for the Knicks.
Cat's hands are down again.
Yeah, of course they are.
All right, get a good possession here.
You know, again, the theory behind having potentially the greatest shooting 7-footer of all time is that he is 7 feet. So you could utilize him in ways that you cannot utilize most great shooters, except if the 7-foot thing is like not really a thing, and it kind of isn't.
And it feels like they're trying to force the action, and he just has never been a guy you can just, all right, I'm going to dump the ball down, and you're going to generate good offense.
It's not his game. It's not his game. It's never been his game. It's never going to be his game. I didn't.
It's big.
Big shot, JC.
And a good sub by Brown, get Brunson in. Created that 3. It's 4.
I mean, thanks, Jamal. If Cat fouls out, I mean, I would not trust Laporte in this game late.
No, you'd have to go. I'm saying you go Anunoby.
I was about to say if you go OG at the 5, is there like can you get enough size on the floor?
Yeah, that's.
And I don't know that you can right now. I don't know.
I mean, look, Jemison healthy?
I think so. Got super chat here from Bill Peterfriend. What's going on, Bill? The offense on this team is still Brunson with no other consistent threat. Bench is still bad offensively. They look overrated for large stretches. Look, I think tonight for me is a big work in progress night where you saw what the offense could be. The second quarter was not a mirage. They didn't, dream up 43 points in like under 10 minutes. That really happened. So I don't think it's the same thing. I think we're seeing real signs of progress on offense. The offense is materially different. I think what the third quarter is a reminder of is like when you get hit in the mouth, and the Knicks got hit in the mouth here in the third quarter, what are you going to do? How are you going to respond? And I think and there's 2 different answers to that question. There's how do you respond when Jalen Brunson is in the game, and how do you respond when Jalen Brunson is out of the game? And I think what I thought actually they were, for the most part, they responded okay when Brunson was in the game. They got some good shots. They missed some good looks. It's when Brunson is out of the game that is the problem. And that gets more into like, all right, well, how are you going about trying to generate offense? And that is if you want to say that's a similar problem to last year, I think that's fair. And I think to DJ's point, it's like, all right, well, you still got an all-NBA player in the game. How are you utilizing that all-NBA player? And it did not feel like They utilized him very well. / it did not feel like he did much to help himself in those minutes.
Yeah, it's a good way of putting it. I thought when you brought in Brown that and you had the opportunity to have Cat as your 5 with shooters around him, allowing him space to operate around the elbow would be something you'd want to go to pretty often. And we've seen it in spurts this season, but it hasn't been like a go-to set or alignment for this team yet. And I just think that is the more advantageous position to put Cat in versus just getting him on the block against a flawed defender in Kyle Kuzma, but a guy that's still 6'10" and 230, 240 pounds, like a big guy that can defend down there. So I don't know if Mike Brown in that quarter put Cat in great positions to be his best. Cat certainly didn't help matters with some of the shot selection and obviously the defensive stuff as well to sort of compound things. But it just feels like Cat needs to be put in better positions to operate with space and cutters and just stuff happening around him that he can see facing the rim. I think that's better than him back to the basket and trying to find the outlet pass when they double.
I completely agree with that, and I think that would be obviously the better utilization. And then it comes back to why, for an offensive player that, like, everybody seems to agree has a skill set that the league has rarely seen, why has it been a decade worth of asking questions about well, why couldn't this coach figure out how to properly utilize him on offense? Why couldn't that coach? It's now how many coaches that couldn't properly figure out how to utilize Cat on offense? Because has anyone ever fully unlocked Cat where it's like, whoa, there it is. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, look, there were times last year I felt like the Knicks had struck that balance, but it wasn't sustainable. Certainly after the calendar turned 2025, and then the playoffs as well. So, yeah, it hasn't been consistent. And here's a moment here when he's playing as the number one option where you want to start strong and generate some good looks. So we're not getting the back to the basket stuff. So that's a positive sign here.
Great
cut by Kolek.
That was good. Another blocking foul. Man, they're not giving him any of these calls.
We got a block on that.
That was a good block. Cat he didn't have to rush that. Just realized.
Did it hit the rim? I wasn't even paying attention to that part.
It did not, but I don't think the clock was running down, was it? Hold on. I'm actually watching the replay right now. Maybe the clock was running down. Yep, it was. Never mind. Yeah, Kuzma's bad on defense when you make him make decisions. He's similar to Cat in that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But when you like stand there and be your size, hold your ground. And here's Cat trying to post up again. And Kuzma's denying him.
Yeah, and that's Cat allowing Kuzma to push him out to the 3-point line.
That cannot be. That cannot be. That cannot be the result of that possession, friends.
What's Jalen Brunson's minute? Oh, don't go down. Wow. Brutal shot.
Jalen Brunson right now is at 27 minutes, so putting him in now would get us to 38. I think he puts him in at about 9 to go.
Yeah. Has the feeling of this is going to have to be Brunson just carrying us home. Oh, good contest. Great shot.
Great shot. David Crockett makes a good point that it should have been a goaltend on the Kolek drive because Prince's finger came through the net. I didn't even realize that in seeing on the replay. That's a great call.
Nice job, David. Way to be there, Tyler.
Yep. Great help defense. I like that help from Hart to show there. Please let that be off of Milwaukee. No. I mean, Clarkson has shot it well in this game. I will say that. Oh, my God. Went right through 5-hole.
No, it's a foul.
Oh. Rookie mistake for a second-year player. No, you can't do that. No. So Kolek did come in and hit that 3 right away. He also has 3 fouls in 10 minutes, including now a pretty bad foul on a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, it hasn't felt like a bad game from him, but it's in the what you're giving and what you're allowing. He's taking a little bit more off the table for the next those fouls, as you mentioned, and not really impacting offensively. But I don't know if that's a Kolek issue.
No,
it feels like there's been a lot of disjoint. Maybe that is the fact that they're disjointed with him on the floor. That's part of it, but
yeah, I mean he's the point guard.
yeah.
But yeah, the break up the heat. I would think this is the last offensive possession without Brunson in the game. Oh, maybe not. Nice job, Tyler. Must have
Really
hurt
nice job, just beating your man off the dribble.
Must have hurt it. And he drew the foul before that. It was that offensive possession was all Kolek. Put your hands up, Cat. Put your hands up, Cat. Great rebound, but except he couldn't get the rebound. Yeah, the fact that he's not out there and this is all, and they can't make a real push. Okay. On some nights, those goes down, and tonight's not one of those nights. What are they trying to do?
Oh boy.
That barely.
No, the whole set was a mess. They didn't really get anything out of that. Jump hook.
Yeah. You called it. All right, look at what the score was when Giannis left.
This is rough.
Yeah, it's brutal. They can't do anything. I mean, that was a well-contested 3.
Lucky.
I was not. Yeah,
Lucky
I mean,
got a heel in the circle, if that. Oh, if they challenge that, they might win it. They're gonna challenge that.
They are. You think?
Give me another replay. It looked like his heels were up. No.
So, when Giannis went out, it was 90 to 88 bucks. So they have, I mean, as of now, they have added to their lead with Antetokounmpo off the court, which just tells you all you need to know.
If they lose the game, and that's a huge part of it.
Yeah.
It's a good job by Cat.
Yeah, it was. That was good defense. And Brunson is back in, we should say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, starters.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. OG.
Great job by Mikal.
Yeah.
And one.
There we go. That's the lead back. Come on.
At first, it was Anunoby and help digging down, reset the possession, and then Mikal digs down, gets the steal, and a nice finish here. Did he go inside hand finish? Yeah. Goes with the right hand. Has not been making his lefty layups. Cat rest. Huckportian.
What
are you thinking? You're not liking Huck in there at this point?
No, well, let's see how he does. No, I mean, what else are they going to do? They can't do anything else. Cat needs a rest. That was a great job by Huck.
Yeah. Bailed out a little bit. Whenever Giannis takes those shots, easy OG. Fuck. Saw that coming.
So, yep.
Oh.
What?
That's big. In and out.
Needed. I mean, look, I can't complain. The guy's now 4 of 8 on the night. Good rebound. Okay. Let's calm down, folks.
Jalen okay? We had a groin? All right. He's in discomfort. Oh, fuck.
Shit. And okay. Oh, I don't know if he's going to finish this game, is he? What is that?
It looks like he reached for the hammy. Now it always looks worse for him than it ends up being. Like it's almost like he needs a moment of like, oh fuck, and then he composes himself. He didn't just go back to the locker room, so that's a good sign.
I would hope so. Jesus. Now the game becomes secondary. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Sure. All right, let's reset this one. 103-103. Tie game here, 7:15 left in the fourth quarter. It's 12-9 Knicks in the quarter. Brunson has 32 on 20 shots. Obviously, concern now is either a hamstring or a groin, it looked like. Injury. Did not immediately go back to the locker room, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. Other scores for the Knicks: Mikal Bridges, 20 points on 14 shots. Shamet with a critical 16 points. He's made 4 of 7 threes. And then Jordan Clarkson has chipped in 10 on 4 of 7. Those are your only 4 Knicks in double figures. And Anunoby with 9, Towns with 8. It's been a rough Towns game. 8 points, 10 rebounds, 2 of 11 from the field, 2 of 9 from, 0 of 2 from 3. That slot to slot flip action where they get Towns and Brunson involved and they play DHO handoff game at the top has not been at all a part of the offense, despite it being how they kicked off their game in Miami and got some pretty good looks, but it has not been part of the playbook for the most part in this one.
The Brunson Cat 2-man game?
Yeah, just that it was strange because it was such a focal point in the Miami game, and it just hasn't really been that way in this one at all. Part of that might be just Brunson getting off to a really good start and them just leaning on that. Brunson is 11 of 16 from 2-point range. It's pretty good. And then from Milwaukee, obviously Giannis has been doing everything: 28 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 13 of 18 from the field. Only gotten to the line 3 times, so that's helped the Knicks sort of keep the Bucks offense at bay a little bit here. So obviously we'll see about Jalen Brunson if he comes back out with the team after this timeout. Needless to say, they have needed his offense in this one more than most.
Brunson is staying in the game.
There you go.
Well,
he's limping a little bit.
There's Jalen Brunson, and then there's everybody else.
Yeah, just worry about soft tissue stuff. Like, that's early in the season, but you got to trust your guy if he's saying he's can go.
Listen, you could fire the coach. You're not going to change what drives this guy. Now, maybe he's a decoy to some extent. Do you think he didn't have any lift?
No, I think it was just more of a tough shot. And hey,
Nice.
OG.
Nice OG.
We'll see on the next possession here if he has any burst.
On the floor. Oh my God. What was that?
All right. So Brunson comes back in the game, air ball 3, and then turns it over. I mean, he's moving out there, but he is not. The Knicks aren't running a set again. Boy.
That is not a possession.
No, it's not. And then part of it is, I don't know if you're Brunson being out of that possession completely. How much is that part of that?
Good foul.
Yeah, that's the green gravity as a shooter to go to him.
Yep. I mean, OG went for that steal, it looked like. Low scoring fourth quarter. New York is outscoring Milwaukee 12-11 in this quarter.
Oh.
All right. It looks like Cat's coming back in.
He is. Yeah, so Huck Porty will likely sit, and then you'll get your...
I mean, it's going to be a 36-minute game for Cat. 35, 36, which is fine. Bridges is the guy who's playing a lot tonight.
Yeah, he's been most affected by the McBride absence, right? Just got to see what Brunson has left here.
Yeah. And then is this one of these things where is this going to impact him moving forward after this game?
Mm-hmm.
Which we'll find out. Hart in the game now. Interesting. Especially Shamet. Shamet's 4 of 8 from 3 in this game. And Hart has had some moments, but he has also had some not great moments.
Yep.
look, I Hart has to shoot these like it's a corner three. I get it. I don't know if that could be. I don't know if that could be the result of the possession at this point in the game.
It's tough. There really wasn't much going on, and like
Yeah,
you
but
said, he had to take the shot at that
let me
point.
just him being in the game. How about that?
Yeah, well, that'll be a worthy criticism if they don't figure out a way to win this game. It's a great D by Mikal. All right, Brunson gets off it very early.
Oh,
He just can't. He sensed it and had enough awareness to make the pass. He just couldn't put the brakes on.
well, they missed Hart when he was wide open. Hart had nobody there under the hoop, or Hart near him under the hoop, and I don't know if it was before the pass to Cat or after. What?
He was holding him on the ground before the shot went up.
It's rare you see Bridges complain like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's a back hole.
Mm. All right. At this point, I mean, I know there's a lot of time left, but like with Brunson looking like he's looking, I just don't know where the points are coming from in this game.
Yeah, especially because at this stage of the game, your pace and your transition is going to be less of a option here, just due to the fatigue of it. Bad shot.
Nope. Nice. Wow, JB.
Put a star on that one. Big possession. This is
Hell of a shot. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that.
nope. Need this one. Need it.
They did need it.
Ah,
All right. Well, this one's getting a little. I mean, it. Oh my goodness, that's an That feels like it might be an exclamation point.
mm-hmm.
Got to secure that rebound. Unfouled. Yeah, it feels like they're running out of gas a little bit.
They've run out of gas.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Well, this is gonna. I mean, look, there's a little time left, but this is gonna be an interesting game to analyze and think about and talk about, especially now that they got 2 days off. So a lot of time to think about it. I mean, with some time to go, what's your biggest thought from like how things went from a 45-point second quarter to what is now a 34-point second half?
I think, I mean, look, I know this is, we want to center it to the Knicks. It did feel like the biggest thing is the Bucks came out in the third quarter and were a different team defensively with their physicality and their effort level. And the Knicks didn't have the same freedom of movement. And that was actually, part of the criticism of last year's offense, especially like in the Detroit series, where it just felt like teams were able to take the Knicks out of their comfort zone. Like the Knicks were great when they can get to their spots unencumbered, but I think the Bucks' effort has been amazing, and Giannis has led the charge. He's been a true two-way elite force that just took the game over early in the third quarter and really hasn't. Every moment he's been in the game, he's been the best player by a long shot. And Knicks have gotten a good Brunson game for the most part, but a terrible Cat game. And the Cat piece of it is where the tougher questions are going to be, because I think it's a combination of a lack of putting him in the best spots, but also just him making poor decisions with the ball in his hands. And I don't know. I don't know where I would put more of the blame. I think you have to put the onus on the player to make better decisions and make more shots and all that. But
Yeah, I
it's
mean, no, I'm sorry, keep going.
no, you go. Go ahead.
I mean, I just I always tend to put the onus on the player, as will surprise nobody. That was the case under the last coach. It's going to be the case under this coach. You know, I don't like was the like. Again, it's not a coincidence that we've been asking questions about the same questions about this guy for 10 years. You know, he had opportunities to make plays. You know, he had the ball in his hands and like nothing was going on. You know, I will also say, you know, this is a game that kind of again highlights that their depth right now is really just not where it needs to be. You know, Yabusele, hey, maybe the one positive from this game is that everybody get off Yabusele's back a little bit because they missed him. You know, they really did.
Yeah.
They missed him. Drew P asks, DJ, does trading for Giannis still make us worse?
Did I say that?
I don't know. Did you?
I think I said Anunoby and Towns for Giannis makes us worse this year. We'll table that for another day. Because I do want to just make mention of just say Towns and Hart have played together for 16 minutes tonight. Knicks are minus 13, and they have a 93 offensive rating in those minutes. That's by a pretty significant margin, the worst pairing in terms of offense. And it just feels like Hart's presence, not only as a play finisher, shooting the ball, but also what he does regarding spacing with Cat trying to operate. And look, it calls back to what we saw a lot last year, to be completely fair. And you're not getting, you know, that Hart dynamism that he had with the ball in his hands last year sort of covered up a lot of that stuff. And we have not seen that yet this year. So you're just getting the shrinking of the floor and the lack of shooting gravity.
And now look who's back in. Shamit's back in.
Yeah. Well, this is I was going to say needed that shot, but Turner block. Hunting threes, which is what you want to do. They're not going in now.
What are they? They're down to 32% from. Oh, wait. Yeah, they're down to 32.5% from deep. How many threes have they hit in the second half? I mean, they hit 8 threes in the second quarter. The rest of the game, they've hit 5.
Wow.
You know, and again, I think it's been pretty good looks tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
when you get a stop here, you have a
if you get a stop
chance.
Here, you have a prayer.
Okay.
This will do it.
Yep.
There you go. Well, that's a good win for the Bucks. They came out there and they took it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. What was Knicks were up? It was 14. Yeah, 14 was the biggest lead. But there will be a lot to talk about. Yeah, that's as if we needed another exclamation point.
What a half.
I mean, what a game. He's the MVP of the league so far after 4 games. And it's look, I've watched every one of Wemby's games. I've watched all 4 of them. He's doing things that we've never seen before. Defensively, he's the most impactful player in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been better. Like the way he has put this team on his back. Because again, the only way all of this works. Well, I was about to say the only way all of this works is if he's in the game, but the Knicks actually proved that wrong tonight.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think the question will be for Giannis is this: how sustainable is this? Carrying the load
in this conference?
Right, but it's
this team.
He's like carrying them on his back, like literally. Wonder about like, can he hold up physically with this usage and responsibility? I don't know. That's right now. It's amazing. I just wonder about how it's going to look in March.
Well,
if they don't have another option here to sort of take some of the pressure off him.
How many games can he play? Can he play 70 games? Can he play 75 games? I mean, I think that's going to be a big question because they, and this is why he's going to win the MVP is because you're going to look at a team like the Spurs, and even though they're young, the Spurs have Castle, the Spurs have the rookie Harper. They're eventually going to get Fox back. You look at this Bucks team, like who is doing anything? When Giannis is not in the game, and they don't really have an obvious answer. So this team, and look, the Knicks have their issues. Like if you're the Bucks, if you're Giannis, why shouldn't you look at the Eastern Conference and be like, wait a minute, hold on, what?
Mm-hmm.
Seems pretty wide open to me. We just beat the team that is supposed to be one of the top 2 teams in the conference, bar none. They were missing some guys, granted, and those guys mattered tonight for sure. But yeah. Anyway, all right, let's get out of here so we can start the post game. Deej, thanks for giving your insight and analysis throughout the night. We're going to go over to the YouTube channel and talk a little bit more about this game. I am sure the reactions tonight are going to be tempered and measured and not over the top at all. Anyway,
we'll see you over there.
We'll catch everybody later. Peace out.